Hey guys, welcome back. This is the next video in Flutter learning series in which we are going to understand how we can take input from show dialog or alert dialog. How to do that? For example, here suppose in a column I have elevated button. Here in this button I pass a anonymous function and as a child I pass the text value. I say take input by a dialog. Okay, dialog boxes I want to take input. So this is the button and here in the text I take a style also. I say text style. Here I pass font size to 30 or 25. Save this. I refresh it. You see, take input by dialog is there. We have a center here. We have a column here, and here I say cross axis dot center. Save this, and I say main axis dot center. Save this, and we have in the center. So I will click on this button. Because of this button, one dialog will open and that will get the input, and that input I will show here. So I create one more text field here. So I say text, and here I will display a result. So what is the result? I create here result as a string variable. Right now it is empty. Okay, result. So this is done. I click and it will take input. It will come here. So for that I can also specify size also to display. I say font size to 30. So it will display in a big or large way. This is done. Now I need to create a function. Function name is I say void. I say get input. Okay, and here I will pass the context. So I say build context because context we need to pass, and here I need function. That function I will use to return show dialog, this one. So this show dialog I need to mention here that I want to return the string, and here because I need await also, that's why I need async here. Because of the async I am using, I need to return the data type to future. I say future, and that would be string. Now I need to specify here context. So we have builder also. Builder also I required alert dialog. So I say like this. I say alert dialog like that. Under this we have title. So title I take text. I say enter information like that, and this is like that. Context I say context like that. This is the context which I am passing here, and alert dialog is there. After this here I need to use a return statement like this, and show dialog is also there, builder is also there. So after the title here I say content, and content would be the text field, and here I specify controller. So I need to create a controller also. So I say final text controller equal to text editing controller like that I required, and that controller I pass here. I say text controller, and here I can pass context also in place of this. Alert dialog is there, title is there, context is there, and this is written. Okay, this string is like that. Question also because it may return null value. So this is done. Now I need controller we have, enter information we have. Here I need action. This is the array. Under this I will create a text button. So I say text button. Two text button I am using here. One is this, and after that one more I want to create like that. And so this is the button, and here I need to specify the function for event handling, and here also I need to specify text, and I say here cancel button that I want to create. Cancel button. Okay, and this is here. I can increase the size also if you want, but I am not increasing right now. Same text button which I am having here, I create second one. Second button also. So this is a one text button. I copy this, and here also I create one more. Here I say OK. Remember, cancel and OK button, and the value which I am having here that I have to return, and on click of this I say navigator dot pop, means you have to remove this from the memory. If you are accepting the value whatever you write in the text field, and then you say navigator dot pop, and here you pass context plus you pass the value of the text controller dot text that you want to return, the value which you want to return, that also there. So when I click, the value will go get here return, and get input string value will come in a result. Okay, and try to check this, and not only that, I need to click on this button, elevated button. Here I say result equal to get input. Here I pass the context. If everything is okay, and remember that it is asking the future, that's why I need to put here await, and because of that I need to say async here like that. Okay, so it may return null value also. It asking that it may return null value, so I can check that if null is there, so I say here null. Okay, so null value is coming because if I click on cancel, then maybe null value will come, so I specify null in place of that. So I say if result not equal to null, means you have typed some value, so I say flutter toast dot show, so message I will show here as a result. Okay, not that, because I have to print this here, so no need to put this toast here because I am displaying the value here. So I can reverse this. I say if it is equal to null, if it is null, cannot be null, so I say here empty in place of null. I say empty, so I say result is empty. If result is empty, then I will display toast. I say flutter dot show message, then I say enter information. Okay, I say please enter information, please enter information. Okay, if information is there, it will display here. Everything is okay. Save this. Once again I recompile this, click here, and you see that if everything is okay, enter information, text box is coming. So I am not decorating this. If I decorate this, it will display proper text box. I will show you. But remember that I click on cancel because cancel is there, so it say please enter information. I click again. Here I say Dr. Vipin Tevatia. I click OK, and you will see that this information will display. Okay, it will display only when I will use set result also. So for that, what I do, I say set state also, like this. Only then it will display result. You see it coming, Dr. Vipin Tevatia. Once again, you see that if this is, suppose I say Dr. Vipin classes, click OK, and you will see that Dr. Vipin classes is coming here. So this is the most important part of any mobile application where you want to take input from the dialog box. Remember that here I can decorate this text field also. Here I say decoration, I say input decoration, like that. Save this. So automatically you will have the border also, text field, not text field border is coming. So I can set border also. So I say here focus border, or in place of that, remember that I have created my own customized text field. This is in the previous video I have explained that every time we need to rewrite all these settings for text field. So to remove such kind of heavy coding, just I can use this also, because here I have set enable border, focus border, everything I have set here. So this class I can import and I can use this also. So in place of I remove this first text field, remember I remove this. So in place of this I can use my text field, and here I can pass controller. Controller is the text controller, and label I can pass here also text controller, like that. And label I say here that I say enter info. Okay, and I close this. Save it once again, and you see it refreshing. I click once again, and you will see that we have a text field, enter information. I click OK, and this is coming. Once again click, and I remove this everything. You see, so this text field, text box is coming like that. And in place of label I can pass hint also if you required, otherwise it is okay. And if I does not specify any value, empty string is there, so it say please enter information. And if some information is there, I say okay, and I click OK, and you will see that OK will display here. So like that way you can use show Dialog or Alert Dialog widgets also in Flutter, because I'm going to use these all widgets later on in my CAD application. That's why I'm explaining you before using that. Now, in next video, I will tell you that how to display information those are available in a map in a tabular format by using data table in Flutter. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this.